We've spoken to Ellen Roome many times here on Breakfast. Her 14-year-old son, Jools, died in 2022. Ellen believes his death was linked to an online challenge, and she thinks getting access to his social media accounts could help explain what happened. Determined to prevent other families facing the same barriers, Ellen began campaigning for what became known as Jools Law, calling for a child's social media data to be preserved automatically if they die. Well, here on the programme, we have followed Ellen's journey from the breakfast sofa to New York, where she confronted the social media companies.
As parents, we should have the right to be able to see it, and I don't have the right to see my child's social media. And we can see medical records, bank statements, but not their social media, and that's wrong. I should be able to at least rule out if it's that, and if it isn't that, then why are they hiding it? Why can't I see it?
Oh, it's just really hard because this little boy should be sat here right now. Two loving parents. And family, it's not just us, it's family, grandparents, uncles, brothers, sisters, his friends. It's not just us that have lost him.
It's too late for our son, Jools, but there are plenty of other children around the world that we still need to help.
I've tried for so long just to understand why my special boy isn't here. And I'm desperate to try and understand that.
Well, this morning, after years of campaigning, the government has agreed to Ellen's campaign. It's going to amend the Crime and Policing Bill. Ellen joins us on the sofa. Good morning.
Morning.
You did it.
I did it. You're crying. I thought I'd cry. I know.
It's incredible.
Yeah, I know. I did it. I have fought so hard. I wanted to make something positive out of the loss of Jools' life, and yeah, it's happening. So, and this law unfortunately won't help me. It will help other parents. But I never wanted another parent to ever be in my position and be begging for answers because I still don't know what happened to Jools.
So, what does this change mean? I know you had a phone call. Was it late Friday night, early hours?
So it was 4:15 in the morning in America, and I answered the phone thinking, oh, it'll be another journalist. And she went, oh, hello, it's Liz. I was like, oh, really? OK. So, and she said, we're actually going to do this.
This is Liz Kendall.
Liz Kendall, right, yeah. And she said, I can ring you back. And I thought, if it's 4:15 in the morning and it's Liz Kendall, perhaps I should take the call. So, yeah, I'm honestly delighted, so pleased. So it's going to be an amendment to the Crime and Policing Bill, which will automatically preserve data within 5 days of a child dying.
And this is important because what they're doing is they're changing something that's there already.
Yes.
And the reason they're doing that is because it's going to come in faster.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, it'll be later this year. So once it has royal assent, then it will help other parents, which is amazing. So, yeah, I know. I'm just a mum that just stood up and went, this is wrong. And then I have repeated my story over and over, and you guys have followed me on the way. And I just tried to use Jools' story to make a difference. And I just wanted to make something positive out of it.
Take us to that phone call then. You get a phone call from Cabinet Minister telling you that what you have been fighting non-stop for is... what are you thinking when she said that? I
was quite shocked. I said, really? And then I think I just burst into tears and went, I'm sorry, I can't hold it together. I did just cry down the phone to her, and she, it was just... I'm just so delighted to hear this, because when we went through the House of Lords recently, and then the Minister said at the end, well, I'm not saying no, but we're not saying yes at the moment. So I then chased up a meeting with the Minister. I was like, right, you're going to hear from me. And so I cancelled that meeting. I don't need it.
You just said, I'm just a mum, but you are so much more than just a mum. This has taken you across the world. You've spoken to people in power. You've spoken about your son at every opportunity. What have these years been like for you?
Emotionally hard, and you see, and everybody says you're so strong. Actually, last night I couldn't sleep. I just was crying because Jools would be so proud, and I'm not doing it for proudness or some sort of gratification. I just was so determined. I don't want anybody to feel the pain that I felt. And so, I set out about two things. I now need to look for answers for Jools. That's my next mission, and I'm not stopping on that.
because your own campaign for the information that will give you the answers about what happened to Jools, that goes on.
So Jools Law won't help me. It will help newly bereaved parents. So from my point of view, I've got two things going on. The police are really investigating here, which is one thing. I have applied to the Attorney General to redo his inquest, which he hasn't responded yet, although we've chased it. If we can get the Attorney General to approve it, I still need to get to the High Court and go through a High Court case to get his inquest redone. And then the coroner can demand social media release the data. And back in March 24, the social media companies did tell me they preserved his data. What we've got, I don't know, but I'm going to try.
But you still believe that you can get some of the answers, potentially, that will give you some kind of clarity?
Well, the police have also told me that they did do a forensics download of Jools' device, then just never looked at it. And I spoke to them last week, and we haven't got an answer back on that yet. So I'm waiting. They were going to update us every 2 weeks. We're not getting that, unfortunately, from Gloucestershire Police, so I don't know where we are at the moment, which is hard.
And what is it about going back for that, to see the coroner again? How will that change things?
The coroner has different powers. So what we can get from the forensics download is one thing. And I don't know technology enough to know whether that's enough. So I want to try the inquest route, because that is then getting it from the social media companies. That's from their servers, that's whatever they have. And so by trying that route would be everything. And I want to try everything. If I get to the very end and I still don't know, at least I've tried. And I can't bear the thought that I will never know what happened to Jools or why. But if I can find out why, and then if it is social media companies, hold them accountable, then I've got to try that.
The announcement that Jools' Law, effectively, is going to become a reality is part of what the government's announcing today. They're looking at other aspects of social media use in young people, like using AI chatbots and doom scrolling, and potentially a ban on social media for under 16s, even by the end of this year.
Yeah.
That could happen. What are your thoughts on do we need to do something that big, do you think?
Yes, I do. I think we need to be braver. So Lord Nash has got the amendments going through in the House of Lords, and I absolutely back that we should remove social media for under 16s. It's not safe, and it's not punishing the children, it's protecting the children, it's taking it away and saying, social media companies, you fix it, and then we can consider handing it back if they can get it right. But they've proved that they're not doing enough. So I think
it's controversial. I mean, we've heard from other,
of course,
Ian Russell, another grieving parent, who says that, you know, that it might cut some children, vulnerable children, off from socialising or from access to help or charities. It's difficult, this, isn't it?
Why can't they pick up the phone and make a phone call? It doesn't have to be on social media. We're not banning phone calls. They can pick up the phone. They've got internet access for websites. So I don't see the harm in that. It is actually, if you looked at, I've just been back from America with the massive amount of parents I met there with children dying from fentanyl sales on Snapchat. You've got drug dealers following them on a live location. You've got predators, you know, paedophiles following your children on their apps. Why have we got children? There would be no other product where if we allow harm to happen to children and we don't remove it. If there's any other product, we would remove it. And that's what we need to do.
Do you think, though, it's almost too late now? Like it's run ahead of us and we can't catch up?
No, I think no. What we just continue doing it and hope that that some children will be okay. No, I think we need to be bolder, braver, take it away, fix it. Yes, there will always be children that find workaways. You know, children, you know, there'll be children under 18 that find their way to have a drink sometimes, and older siblings get them a drink and so on. But this is just an age restriction in a different area of the law, and I think we need to do it.
It sounds to me like, although you're here to talk about your campaign for a law change being achieved today, your fight, more generally, continues.
Oh, I'm not stopping. There's no way I'm stopping. There's so much more we've got to achieve. And so I don't know what my next steps are going forward with regards to changing the law, but I'm backing all of those people that want to make it safer for children. Safeguarding is a #1 priority, and we 100% need to do more, and I'll be there every step of the way.
Thank you so much for coming in to talk to us this morning. I know it's a hugely emotional moment and time for you. We're just so grateful that you can share this news with us. So thank you, Ellen.
I managed to do it without crying. Just
you did brilliantly. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you very much.
Really well.
Thank you for
Thank
following.
As ever. Thank you.
The Times